Hey guys, welcome to Main Street Live. Today our theme continues with determination, sticking with it even when you don't feel like it. And I thought it would be cool to talk about food. Sometimes when you go on a mission trip, you are asked to eat something that you are not excited about at all. Some might even say it was gross or nasty tasting. But I ask you this question. If you traveled to a foreign land and there were people and they offered you food, would you eat it?
So when I was in Mexico, I got the opportunity to eat a jalapeno. And it's not necessarily nasty, but it was really, really spicy. They sauteed it, which means they cooked it in butter and made it even more spicy. And I took a bite of it, and two very bad things happened all at the same time. I coughed, which made me suck air in, so all that spice went down into my throat. And then I sneezed right after it, so it came out through my nose. My entire face was on fire. I was crying. I couldn't open my eyes. It was awful.
I would say, way to go, Dale. Way to take one for the team, but that's an incredible story. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
I'm here with Grant, and he is our outreach minister. And what's super cool about Grant is he has traveled the whole world. He's actually been to more places than I've been, and I've been to a lot. And with Grant traveling the world, he has had the opportunity to eat some rather interesting things. And I was curious, what is one of, well, let's just go straight forward and say one of the nastiest things you've ever eaten?
The grossest actually comes from a grain.
A grain?
It's called millet.
Millet? That sounds good.
It comes in food form, which isn't too bad. It's like a purple Play-Doh that you can mold and eat. But the real disgusting thing comes in when they make it to a drink.
Millet.
Yes. So
Okay.
what they like to do is they put it with cow's milk and leave it out in the sun to dry for as many days as possible. The longer the milk sits out, the more sour and the more delicious it gets. And this is a real treat. So when I got to go out into the village in Uganda, it sat out at least 3 days. I don't know how long before it was there. And they got me a big glass and they just filled that sucker all the way up with this sour millet drink. And I got to kick back delicious with the pinky.
With the pinky.
With the pinky.
Way to go. The queen would be proud.
Delicious millet drink that could make anybody gag. It's awful.
So were you able to drink the whole thing, or
I had to.
You did. All right. I'm impressed. I'm going to give you a high five.
It
Way to go.
was gut-wrenching.
And boys and girls, this could be you on the front lines of the Christian discipleship making tour. So plan ahead.
Signing off.
Yes, I've tasted brains, I've tasted tongue, nasty, nasty. I've tasted guts, pretty gross. I've even eaten bugs, nasty. But the worst of all, I was a missionary in Russia for a school year, and I went over to a teacher's house, and she served us a special meal. And that special meal was like a long dead fish in what looked like yellow jello. So it looked like it was swimming and it was frozen in time. So I got a plate and my friend got a plate. So I take a bite of what I thought was jello, and it turned out it was fat that was congealed. So instantly when it touches your mouth, it melts and it tastes like grease. I force it and I'm finally able to finish mine. And I notice my friend hasn't taken a bite. And the lady who hosted us said, why have you not eaten yours? And he said, well, I don't eat fish. And she said, oh, well, give it to Joel because he likes it. I'm like, oh, you are so dead when we get home. But, oh, thank you very much. I'm so glad to have it. Well, today in our Bible store, we're going to learn about a man who became a missionary, but what was so cool is that God sent him to a place that he would have never gone on his own, to eat food he would have never eaten on his own either. So I need you to sit up straight. I need you to point your nose right up to the front, smile really big, make sure you're kind of quiet.
Every nation, every tongue.